Praise the Lord, He is Jesus, yeah. He's in heavenlies, and we will worship Yah. If you confess that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. For it is with the heart that one believes and is justified, and it is with the mouth that one confesses and is saved. So I'm just walking to Tesco now to hydrate after a day of going without water and food. So just a quick word on this so-called the season. You know, when people say Jesus Christ is the reason for the season, well, actually, you know, the reality of the situation is they don't actually know when Jesus was born. It's not recorded. So, like, attributing Christmas to Jesus is, well, if it's what you want to do, you know, to celebrate the birth of Jesus in December, you can celebrate his birth any day of the year. And that's between you and God if you want to celebrate him. But I want to make you aware of something. The devil's a trickster. And what do you do at Christmas? Idolatry. Idolatry. See the play on words? You idolize a tree. Idolatry. You see, things that are against the will of God can be made to appear reasonable or rational. Would you stop? It's just a decorative tree that we can get around and enjoy, and everybody can partake of, and everybody can put gifts under it. It's good to give gifts to people, is it not? And they start to try to rationalize these things. Say, what's bad about it? Idolatry. So what's actually the intention there? Well, there are numerous. Probably some are esoteric, which means hidden, secretive of witchcraft and the evil kingdom. Sort of hidden in the allegory of Christmas, in the ceremony and ritual of it. There are evils hidden, supposed to communicate something on a subliminal level to those who are unaware, and on a very conscious and deliberate level to those who are aware. So, I don't want to make this video lengthy because I want to make the point very simply. Don't idolatry. It's idolatry. These things are fashioned to take the attention off Jesus. Oh yeah, the reason for the season is Jesus. But Santa. And why is it that Santa is an anagram of Satan? It's no mistake. Satan and his reindeer, dear kings, reigning deers, reindeer. And he reins them in, the dear kings. He sort of orders their movements so that they don't step out of line and too far. So it's all depicting Santa and his sleigh. A sleigh is also a wordplay on a kill, S-L-A-Y. So is Satan not going around killing? The Bible says, woe to the inhabitants of the earth, for Satan has come down with great wrath, seeking whom he may devour. Satan means the adversary. You think that Satan's going to come against creatures that were created to have pleasure and snare them by complete displeasure? No. He's going to appeal to both the upright parts and the fallen nature at once. And that's what Christmas does. It encourages lightness and jingle, la 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 la, white snow, and then the innocence of a child, and the merriness of a sort of a drunken old man, as he has the rosy whiskey nose. Be ye sober, be ye vigilant, for your adversary, the devil, roams around like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. And look at the terminology used. Merry. Merry speaks to drunkenness. Why not happy? Merry Christmas. Now you're just picking holes, someone might say. No. Merry, we know. I had a few drinks and I was merry. Merry is used to associate with alcohol. This is very subtle. By common usage and repetition, now when you see Mary, you might associate it, not immediately, but somewhere in your subconscious with alcohol. Because of common usage. They drill these things into you by repetition, by hearing them and seeing them on TV. They use TV as their tool to repeatedly bombard you with the principles they want you to subliminally and subconsciously retain. So, don't get drunk and idolatry. Don't worship Satan or Santa, if you want to switch the letters around a little bit. Don't get caught up in the Satan clause or the Santa clause. Look into the word clause in a contract. It's like a caveat. It's something that's not often clearly spoken at the outset, but can be in the small print. A clause, something binding. Now in Pinocchio they made asses out of themselves, donkeys out of themselves, by their conduct, smoking and playing pool. What are you going to make out of yourself by engaging the ritual of Christmas? Do they not smoke and drink? Do they not overeat on purpose? Do they not encourage gluttony, drunkenness, revelry, rivalry, dissension, family disputes, all that kind of stuff? Do they not encourage covetousness? Oh, my friend got this for Christmas and I really wanted that. Do they not encourage all of that? Ungratefulness. I only got the thing. He didn't get me. Sent my letter. He didn't get exactly what I wanted. You wanted a pony, Timmy. We live in a housing estate. But I wanted unrealistic expectations. So the reality of the situation is, I'm not making light. That's salt. It's preservation. The point is this, guys. If you partake of Christmas, the clause is that you partake of things that God has told you not to. That's the catch. That's the Santa Claus. So if you partake of Christmas, you're partaking of a festival that is pagan and satanic. And they talk about Jesus. Well, we have the nativity play and the crib. Why is the crib a tiny thing and the tree a big thing? One might say it's not about ostentatiousness and size. No, but it's certainly more impressive when a tree is taking up a room. We get the biggest tree that'll fit in the room. So Satan's on his kill, being pulled, tractioned in the earth by reigning kings, reigning deers, deer kings, deer reigning ones. And then who are the elves? The elves make the presents and the presentations, don't they? They're the ones doing the advertisements and the ones making the gifts. Well, they're the demons. The elves, the elven races. They're spirit entities now. They don't have physical bodies. And they're operating, manufacturing all of the technologies that are most advanced and that man really couldn't come up with on his own. That's what. But they tell you, no, it's really clever men doing it. It's demons occupying the flesh. Elves take on human form. They're the demons. So that's how it's operating. That's what Christmas is. That's what it's depicting, how Satan, how his kingdom, how his hunt, how his sleigh operates. See how it works now? Presents and presentations. Santa with his gifts, deals to make. You have to leave something out for him so he can devour it, along with his deers, along with the deer kings. They fatten their belly in a day of slaughter. They fatten their belly in a day of slaughter. They kill the reindeer. You have something for the The red-nosed reindeer. Why is he red-nosed? Whiskey drinking. Red-nosing, peasing. There's a message hidden in there. Don't idolatry. Worship the one true living God who gave you life. Blessings in Jesus' name.